Hi, welcome to my channel. Today we will talk about the game between Portland and Memphis. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and notification bell for you to keep updated whenever I have a new upload. On Saturday afternoon in the NBA's first ever play-in series for the number 8 seed in the Western Conference, the Blazers defeated the Memphis Grizzlies, 126-122. A fourth consecutive down-to-the-wire finish, a fourth consecutive win for the Portland Trail Blazers. Portland star Damian Lillard continued his tear after being named Bubble MVP earlier in the day. Lillard went off for 31 points and 10 assists on 6 of 15 shooting on the afternoon. Lillard outdueled Grizzlies rookie Damian, who scored a career-high 35 points and nearly willed Memphis to victory. This was a high-scoring game powered by two star point guards that featured some brilliant shooting performances and very little defense. The Blazers trailed by 5 points entering the fourth quarter and were down 109-108 with 3:40 to play. But C.J. McCollum hit a three-pointer and Jusuf Nurkic converted a three-point play to put the Blazers up 114-111 with 2:39 left. The Blazers held on to win from there. Nurkic played this game with a heavy heart after announcing his grandmother had died of COVID-19 earlier in the day. Even during a heartbreaking day, Nurkic was absolutely phenomenal for Portland, finishing with 21 points, 21 rebounds, and 6 assists against the Grizzlies. Portland wouldn't have won this game without him. Nurkic missed the entire regular season after suffering a compound fracture in his tibia and fibula last season. Nurkic returned to action in the bubble and has arguably been Portland's second-best player since. He turned in a gutsy performance on Saturday battling Grizzlies center Jonas Valanciunas, who was also outstanding to finish with 22 points, 16 rebounds, and 6 assists on the night. Nurkic feels like one of the most underrated players in the league. Portland is so much better with their starting center in the lineup. McCollum has been playing with a fracture in his back for the past few games for the Portland Trail Blazers, and while it's limited his performance recently, the guard was able to break free in today's game against the Grizzlies. When most of Memphis' attention was focused on stopping, or containing, Lillard, McCollum was able to get his shot off with a bit more space. McCollum went 4 of 7 from downtown, and poured in 29 points, more than carrying his load in this win. In a must-win game for the Trail Blazers, McCollum came up huge, giving Lillard a break from having to pull off all the late-game heroics. Anthony also played a huge role in this team's win. Anthony's three-pointer with 21 seconds left to extend Portland's lead to 6 points essentially sealed the victory for the Blazers. It might be hard for Memphis to take anything away from this game, but this team should leave the bubble with a positive outlook for the future. Keep in mind this team was down Jaren Jackson Jr., who they could have desperately used in the post against Nurkic and his shooting to give Morant another weapon to go to. But seriously, this team was far ahead of schedule already, because no one ever expected that they would even come close to the playoffs, much less be in a play-in game for the final postseason spot. It's bittersweet, because Memphis entered the bubble as the 8th seed, meaning they would have only needed to beat the number 9 seed once to advance, instead of having to win both today and tomorrow to do so. But that injury to Jackson was a huge blow to overcome for this team. Looking ahead, though, Memphis has a lot to be proud of, and it doesn't just stop at Morant's career-high 35 points. Fellow rookie Brandon Clark played the best game of his young career, blocking shots in the paint, grabbing a couple of boards and going 4 for 5 from deep, to finish the game with 20 points. Dillon Brooks put on a heck of a performance on both ends of the floor, being tasked with tracking Lillard all game and piling on 20 points of his own. It's a shame that Memphis wasn't at full strength for this game, but this team has a lot to build with going forward. Portland's reward, a matchup with the top-seeded Los Angeles Lakers, starting Tuesday. The LA Lakers have only met the Portland Trail Blazers once in this century, 2000 Western Conference Finals, and that series went to 7 games. There's a possibility that this series could go to those lengths as well, based on the Blazers' form. I can't wait for this match. How about you guys? Are you also excited in this matchup? And what's your prediction in this matchup? You are free to comment down below your prediction and I will read all of it. Before we end this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and notification bell. Thank you.